12:13 on the clock, and welcome back to 13 on your side. We continue on with our 13 weather impact alert, but a tale of two seasons right now. This is up towards Big Rapids where they're sitting at 32 degrees. And if you look closely, you'll notice that there still is ice falling from the sky, giving them a glaze of ice this afternoon and dangerous road conditions. Whereas us here closer to the 96 corridor and to the south have had very little in the way of any frozen precip, and we have even warmer temperatures inbound that will help to improve conditions up in our northern counties, but also bring us a chance for severe weather as we track into the afternoon. Now, the Storm Prediction Center does still have us placed underneath a level 3 out of 5 risk for strong to severe storms. That's an enhanced risk from the 96 corridor to the south. I would say as of right now, I feel as though the 94 corridor has a higher risk than us here in 96. And just based on latest model data that we're going to stay a little bit rainier, a little bit longer here across the 96 corridor, which could help us in terms of limiting some of that severe weather potential. But regardless, I want everybody to be prepared because a lot of the ingredients are right, just a couple missing factors still at play. It's going to be from 4 p.m. until 11 p.m. that we really have our eye on the sky, despite still having thunderstorms outside right now. 96 corridor to the south, all modes of severe weather possible. When I say that, I mean flooding, certainly going to be a concern with the amount of rainfall that we've been receiving, hail concerns, tornadic concerns, as well as strong damaging winds. So now's the time, even though it's raining outside, you need to secure any loose outdoor objects. These storms could really pick up in intensity fairly quickly. Broader picture of our satellite and radar showing we're still wrapping the cold edge of this system up towards the tip of the Upper Peninsula, an area that does not need to be contending with any weather right now after the ice storm they received this past weekend. We've got thunderstorm activity extending down from Grand Rapids through Chicago all the way through St. Louis, Missouri. That is all still flowing towards us here in West Michigan. What I do typically around this time and at this point in a system is I look and I see, okay, what model is really aligning with the actual atmosphere right now? And our HRRR model is doing a fairly decent job of simulating where the extent of those storms are starting and ending, which means it might have one of the clearer pictures of what's going to end up playing out. Those showers and storms that are moderate to heavy over us right now start to push out of here between 4 to 5 o'clock. This right here is going to be the sweet spot. How much dry conditions can we get in just that little break in the system? And is it going to be enough to take our temperatures up into the 60s? Is it going to be enough for the sun to sneak out for a short duration of time? If it is, that's when these storms are going to get very dangerous very quickly. You'll notice, though, that the heart of the strongest storms kind of ride a dividing line from Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, and then stretching up through the Metro Detroit region. It still wants to give us one little cell, though, here in Grand Rapids with drier conditions to the north where they've kind of had consistent heavy rain since overnight last night and into early this morning. All of this clears out of here between 10 to 11 p.m. and we're back underneath dry conditions. I want to get even further zoomed in for you, though, so that you can really understand what it is and how small it is of a thing that could change this forecast completely. Here are those breaks in the showers that could potentially happen between 5 to around 7 p.m. Will we see breaks in the cloud coverage here, and how warm will we be at this time? That is the big question. If we see breaks, if we get warm enough, those temperatures into the mid-60s, these storms could potentially produce tornadic activity and have strong damaging winds. They likely would be isolated to scattered, not quite as widespread of a severe weather event for us here in West Michigan as it was on Sunday, but needless to say, it only takes one storm to create some strong damage. As for our precipitation, while everybody might not see that tornadic activity or the wind damage, we certainly are all experiencing quite a lot of rainfall today in a short duration of time. And because of that, I do want us to be prepared for some flooding concerns. If you're seeing areas and roadways that don't look safe to drive through, turn around, find an alternative route. You never really know how deep that water is. Lakeshore boundary today, the warmer temperatures certainly look to ride along the southern edge of the lakeshore boundary. Northern zone today not expected to get nearly as warm up towards Reed City and Baldwin as it likely will towards the Greenville region. And then southern zone today by 7, 8 o'clock, we should break into the mid-60s. The rest of your 13 on your side 7-day forecast showing off that by Thursday, Friday, drier conditions ensue and temperatures will be in the mid-50s.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse.